Good morning, everybody. I'm in a beautiful place here. Can't see so much at the moment. Down in the valley there is a castle, and up here, let me put my gear down and show you without causing it too much concern. At the top of these rocks, right at the top, over the edge, they used to actually hang people. So a lot of people came up this way, up through this woodland here to watch that. Yeah. The history of man. We're going to have a little look around here. There's a lot of wildlife around here. There's some wild goats that roam the mountains. There are wolves in the area, although I don't think we'll see any. And there are wild boar. But I also don't think we'll see any because it's too steep. Wild boar like flatter ground. Anyway, I'll see you at the first good signal. See you soon. Well, it's a beautiful day. It's a little bit snowy on the ground, but not much, not enough to cause me any problems. And I'm just detecting around this banking area where they've created these sort of like a pond area. So I always have a look in this banked up earth around the sides. And just on the side was that. Now I found a couple of bits of aluminium, but this will be my first target that doesn't look like aluminium. So let's have a look. I might have to get to some water. There's water there if I can manage to not get in it. Oh yeah, it's a modern coin. No need to get too excited or get too dirty for that one. So I'll put my glove back on because it's only 1 degree above freezing at the moment, so it's a little bit chilly. It is, I know, don't rub the coin, I know, but it's a modern 5 Rappen Swiss coin. Don't know the year on it, but yeah, there's plenty of detail on it. I'll have a look at it later on. Always cool to start the day off with a coin. And I'll see you at the next. Moving on. And my next find, just after that 5 Rappen coin, a little bit further on, there's another coin. No. Okay. It's not a coin. Nope. It's a baton. A rather nice button, still with a loop on. I must admit I do like those. No detail on it, I don't think. It's just a flat button. But anyway, cool. Coin and then a button is always a good sign. See you at the next. And I guess no woods hunt would be complete without a bullet or shotgun casing. And that's 4 at the top, D on the left, S on the right, and 26, so 1926. So it's quite an old one. In between the two wars. That's a good sign though. That means there's still some silver coins around that time, so hopefully we'll find something. See you at the next. Well, that's a pretty large item. I've no idea what that's off. It's obviously broken off as iron. Yeah, don't know. Anyway, moving on. Well, it's not gold and it's not silver, but that is always a nice find. Oh, and he hit something. I'm in such a lovely place here, really. It's another one of these places where it doesn't really matter what I find. But that's a good sign when you come up with lead bullets It's a 4-ring one, I think, by the looks of it, and whatever it hit pretty hard. Okay, very cool. Moving on. And here comes the snow. Don't know if you can see that in the camera. It's just starting to sprinkle now. Perhaps you can hear it, I'm not sure. Okay, moving on. On this rather wintry, snowy day, we just came across a target, and I can see something down in that hole there. I guess it's a fairly modern coin. Yeah, it is. Ish. Yeah, you can see it's it'll be a 2. No, it's a 10. Okay. Sorry guys, you're not in the picture. That's a 10 Rapin coin, but I don't recognize it. It's definitely a Helvetia, but a Swiss coin, but that's not a modern one. That's older than the ones that I'm used to. That's a very cool find. Moving on. I don't know what I just found. It's very small. It has these sort of fixings on the back of it. So I don't know. Don't know what that is. Maybe there's some detail on it when I clean it up. Cool. Whatever it is. Moving on. Well, that gave me a scare for a moment. You know, I saw that, but I thought, oh, ring, and then I thought, what's in that ring? Oh no, hopefully it's not a ring with the finger still attached. Actually, I don't have a clue what that is. I would say some... I think that's wood inside with some kind of ring, but I don't know, perhaps it's something where a root has grown through it. I mean, that's about to come away. That, I don't know. It looks, I think it's aluminium, so I don't think it's particularly special. Okay, anyway, moving on. I don't know what I'm dealing with at the moment, because it was like a 1617 signal on the cruiser, which would nearly always mean aluminium. Or is it I don't know. It's got writing on it, but it's pretty fragile. 10. Mark Blitz. 16. Sorry, not 10. It's 6. The small 16, big 16 in the middle, small 16 on the right hand side. Might also be something on the top there. I have no idea. Can honestly say that's a first, but it's not aluminium. I don't think, but it's very, 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 very thin. Okay. Probably not very old, but very cool. Moving on. Well, that's one thing you wouldn't find if you ignore iron targets. That's a fairly old knife blade. Grunted just number 4 at me on the cruiser, which means just iron. And it may be iron, but it's always cool to find a knife blade. Not sure exactly how old that is, but anyway, moving on. Well, I just found a pull tab and a lighter right next to each other. Looks like it's still got fuel in. Yeah, I can't do that with my gloves on, I don't think. See if it works later. Cool. Well, I can see something in this hole. I have no idea what I'm looking at. See if I can get underneath it. Is it a tin lid off a can? No. Ah, no. Check that out. You know, what was it? Getafix? He must have been in the woods. Asterix and Obelix. The Medicine Man. That really looks like the one he had. Oh, cool. That's lovely. Right. See you at the next. Moving on. Well, when you're up on a place like this, you feel like you're on top of the world. It's incredible. Down in through those trees, there's a burg or castle. It's amazing. Got my own little tree stump here as a table. I'm gonna have me a boiled egg with a little bit of salt. Yummy. See that next, not the next egg, obviously. Well, that's a funny thing to find just lying on the surface there. There's an old hammer, but not so old. Can't see it. If that's 300 in there, something like that. Anyway, kind of cool. Don't know what they've been using that up here for. As a rock hammer, maybe, to get into these rocks. Who knows? Maybe I can reuse that. I guess I can. Okay, moving on. Excuse the heavy breathing. Very nearly at the top of this very, very steep incline. You can't really see it properly with the camera, I know, but I'm coming into a spectacular view. And I just found on my way up, which is not so easy to balance all the time, there's a nice squished musket ball. That is something flat, maybe one of these stones. Cool. Moving on. Well, that could end up to be something quite interesting. still got one of the fixings in it. I don't know exactly what that is, whether it's a book clasp or hinge off some part of a hinge. It was down very deep and it was in amongst a load of roots. Took me quite a long time to get that out, but that needs cleaning up. I think that's something quite old. Moving on. Check out the size of that bad boy. That's my hand. I don't have small hands as such. It's huge. He's got lots of baby brothers and sisters who are also growing pretty big. That tree is definitely on its last legs. And if you're an outdoorsman, that's what they call a widow maker. You know, if you're trying to set up camp anywhere near this, and there's a storm, I could easily come down and crush you. So watch out for these. Moving on. Well, everybody, come to the end of my energy on this. It's been a lovely day. I mean, it's an amazing place here. Incredible views. We've had some really quite cool snowstorms while I've been detecting. It's been pretty hard at times, but it's been wonderful to be here. And I didn't find a great deal. A few interesting bits and bobs. 2 coins. One of them is an older Swiss coin, 1800s. Not old enough that I have to hand it in, thank goodness. It just comes within the bracket I can keep, so I'll clean that up and I'll show you guys at the wrap up with the other things that I found. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate each and every one of you, and I'll see you soon. So, as a very quick wrap up, it was a wonderful experience up in the hills with the snow and everything that was happening. I got an old knife blade. Don't think my friend Anthony could do much with that. It's cool. It's not so old by the looks of it. That gave me a bit of a scare. It's very light. I think that's probably aluminium, but it has some very strange colouring on it. Don't know. That one's a mystery. I had that, which you can see better in the picture. I don't know what that is. I thought at first it was the bottom end of a shotgun, but I don't think it is. But it has, let me see if I can get it better in the torch. You might be able to see that better. It has 16 in the middle there, 2 smaller 16s, and this marker blitz on it. I have no idea what that can be. I will look that up. Yeah, where do I go now? Button, always nice to find buttons. I do like to find me a good old lead bullet. There was a squished musket ball also. And then you came over here. We did get 1 5 Rappen coin, which is a bit crusty, can't get the date off. And this beautiful 20 Rappen, which is from 1859. Hopefully you can see that. It's beautiful. I have to hand it in if it's over 1850, older than 1850, so I'm very happy I can keep that one. That's quite an old Swiss coin. And this was a total surprise. And I don't know if you can see all the detail on this thing. I mean, is it some kind of a book clasp? I ask myself. I'm also asking you. And it looks like it's got these droplets of silver on it. I don't
think it was silver plated because these are literal droplets on it. So I'm at a loss with this. It's, pardon me, it's incredibly beautiful. I mean, hopefully the archaeology department will be happy with this. I was certainly very happy to find it, and it's old. But what is it? A furniture base, book clasp, bit of a hinge. Hard to tell, but a lot of work has gone into that. Okay, makes my day when I find history, and something like that is something really, for me, beautiful. And I'm also very happy to have got something that I can keep from this hunt as a memory. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoy. I really enjoy making these videos, and I will continue to do so as long as you guys are interested. And I'll leave you with this beautiful thing. Moving on.